Snowball. Okay, so this class, there's going to be a snowball that drops out of the sky that the snowman is going to catch. Now, this is going to have a few more methods than just the snowman, but it will have the same idea. So we'll do private double. So here's the class variables: x position, y position, and y velocity. Snowball's not going to move left and right. It's only going to move from top to bottom. So there's the class variables. Now here's the constructor. Now the snowball, so it is always capital S, snowball, same name as the class, but with a parenthesis so that we know it's a method. Now you say the x position is equal to int math.random times 400 plus 100. So that means it's going to be 100 pixels over and then some number between 0 and 399. So that means it will give it a random x position on the screen. Then the y position. Y position equals negative 20. That's 20 pixels above wherever it's drawing. So it's going to start off the screen. And then we will say the y velocity is equal to 0. So when the snowball is first created, it's going to be somewhere between the left and right side of the screen randomly, off the screen above it, and with a velocity of 0. Now, as per normal, we'll do get x position, and we will return, and we will cast it as an int, x position. So when we draw it inside Paint, this will be how we send over the snowball's x position. And then the other getter method, get y position. Now this one will be a little different because, well, there's going to be velocity to it. It's going to be dropping off the bottom of the screen. Plus equals y velocity. And what I'm going to do here is an if statement. I'm going to say if the y position is greater than or equal to 1,000. So that means it's way off the bottom of the screen. And when it's way off the bottom of the screen, what would I want to happen? Well, I want to put it back at the top of the screen. So I want y equals position equals negative 20. Now that would put it exactly where it was, right at the top. But I don't want the snowball always dropping from the same position. So I'm going to randomly give it another x location. So math.random times 700 plus 100. I'm giving it a little more range than the first drop. And then I'm going to have another method that's going to cause the velocity to drop. I'm actually going to call that start drop. Parentheses there. This is going to be another method within the snowball class that's going to actually be the thing that gives the velocity. And I'll write that in 1 second, but before I do that, let's just type return int y position. This gives the y position back when I call and create this object and put it in the paint. Now below this, what I'm going to have here is this method, this start drop. Now it's not going to be a return method. It's not going to be a getter, so it's going to be a setter. So public void start drop. And we drop it. This is how the velocity will be decided. Now the reason I'm making this its own method, oh, I typed it, it moved on me. The reason it is going to be, I have it as its own method, is I'm going to have that same feature that, well, if you press Y, it will then start the velocity. And I would like that to be true here. Trying to see what my mistake would be here. Okay, then there's one more thing. Public void restart. If I need to restart this, like in case of any particular situation where the game needs to restart, I put the same idea. I want to put the snowball back up onto the screen. I want to randomly put it somewhere between its left and right position. times 700 plus 100. And then I want to do the start drop. I want to give it a velocity. And this will be the snowball. So there's going to be a snowball dropping with just its Y position going down. There'll be a snowman going left and right. Now that we've built these two objects here, we now go to the main class and actually put it all together now. And that'll be the third video.